then you have, Ikindu, for all of his little quirks, is actually a kind of humanistic guy, you know? He's kind of into people and communities and stuff like that. So, well then, Zort, you are trying to keep an eye out, I think, for people maybe attacking Skava or something like that.
Yeah.
And so you will have an opportunity in a moment.
Do what?
I will tell you when something like that looks like it is about to happen, because your scan roll did not prepare you. So that's why I'm going to hit you with it rather than give you options. Okay, people in the head, what do you want to do?
We need to blow this thing up. That's my suggestion. We try to. I want to do a scan and see if I can make out anything that might be a weak spot or something from, or whatever. But whatever I can take in, but preferably a weak spot.
That's probably not going to be a scan. That's probably going to be an intelligence check. Actually, no, I have a better idea. It's literacy. You are putting together everything that you read and trying to piece together what it meant.
Okay.
I guess I'll do the same thing.
One moment. Well,
12.
Oh.
So you have rolled a 12?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. That's a very good success. You have successfully understood several things. One is that when this thing was first made, it had one child inside in this roll. Number one. Number two, that it's not surprising that the kids are of different ages, and that some of them are empty. A few of them are empty. And then
the rooms are empty.
The little chambers, the little pods.
Yeah,
places where they lie. You are effectively in one large room right now. And so then you also can see that the arrangement of these things, there is effectively a center. There is a place where you could see that, physically speaking, all of the pods are oriented toward it. It does not have a great big glowing globe there that says break me or anything stupid like that. It is actually just evident from your logic of what you see, not because there is something special there. Because that would suck.
Okay.
It's not a Death Star.
Exactly. I'm a little tired of the whole break. Here's the magnificent, amazing, terrifying thing. Oh, by the way, flip this switch. It turns off.
I'm with you, Ron.
But so you are deducing this and figuring it out, and perhaps maybe even the person who made this had no idea that was possible.
Okay. So I will give all this information to Ikindu and suggest that we put explosives there.
Okay. So Ikindu, based on what you had said earlier, I will tell you a little bit more that everybody knows in this setting, which is that everybody has a spirit, and either these children's spirits have been destroyed, in which case their bodies are nothing but effectively machines, or their spirits are around here somewhere and prevented from joining properly with their bodies.
Okay. As I understand it, my character I see the end goal. So I totally understand that we need to bomb this, but just give me a minute or two. I have an idea.
I will remind you that the giant operates on human minds. So if this thing holds the minds, we will have to sacrifice the minds of these people to destroy the giant.
I'm totally with you. I just want to try one thing. And can I trust you of
It depends.
protecting my body?
Yes.
Because I'm going to use a spell that not a lot of outsiders usually see.
Okay, which
And
is?
I'm going to lose my body. Not as dying, but I can't use my body, so I'm going to just lie here for a while and send my spirit to another plane and try to contact these children.
Okay. For how long will you suggest that I guard your body, or before I bomb this middle?
Great that you understood what I was trying to say. Well, we don't have minutes, so give me. I don't really know what kind of time spectra I would use.
Okay, then I can say that I will guard your body as long as I see possible. But if anything happens that makes me think that everything is, well, that something major is happening, that we really need to take this thing down, I will blow this thing up, and I will, if I'm able, I will take your body with me and leave this place.
Okay. I leave your body with me then. I trust you.
Okay.
All right. So, Ikindu, you can sort of sit down, and then you will just nod your head forward. Now, the effect of the rune magic is dramatic because for a moment, you will see a very much larger, proud, and he has a crest growing backwards off his head that he does not have in life, version of a Kindu appear in shimmering colors. And appearing standing over his own body. And he also, which he does not have in life, has a long tail. And so then that disappears. But you see that for a moment. So at Kindu, you are actually going to be in the same place, but the spirit world does not look the same. The distances and proportions of things are not the same. And a movement can either take you almost nowhere, no matter how far you try, or it might take you much farther than you thought. So the way that movement and space work is completely different. And the beings that you see are less about objects, or things you see are less about objects, but more about spirits. And you can definitely see Urko, and you also can see that there are as many as 15 spirits just floating around and aimlessly, as if they're seeking something, then they become confused and continue. Now, the spirits themselves don't look like shadowy humans. They look more like kind of like just psychedelic faces, really. Psychedelic faces that expand and contract and appear and reappear. So but what you can instantly see that they are confused and they don't know where they are, and that you realize that the minds which in the game is intelligence, is one thing, and power is another. And so these are the power side of these people who are seeking their minds. They are seeking the other part of themselves, but they are disconnected. So they don't operate like ordinary spirits. They don't have intention. They don't have attention.
Mm.
So, so you are looking at some kind of a distressing separation. In other words, this is what would happen to their spirits if they died, but they are not dead.
Okay.
So that is what is happening. You can interact with them. You are not a shaman, so you do not have the skills of binding them, capturing them, making deals with them, or things like that. But then again, these are not normal spirits anyway.
Mm.
So in ordinary life, from a shaman's point of view, when they do this and go into the spirit world, the place is full of spirits, many of which are very happy exactly where they are and are not doing anything interesting. But here, there is nothing like that. Nothing else in this place has a spirit.
Okay.
So
I'll try to figure out why there's a tear between their power and their intent.
yeah. Okay.
And the only thing that I can see is those faces. So I guess I'm trying to interact with them
Okay.
to understand the tear between those two.
Excellent. So, Skava, now is the time for you to try some things that you are going to try. I have to be a little bit abstract with the system. And so effectively, you are going to be tapping into some spells that are now available to you that were not available before. And they are spells that include things like, here we are. They actually are spells that promote growth, the connection of growing things. I mean, the rune is plant, not earth. So you can invoke the plant rune, and you can actually put power into spells that promote the growth of plants into earth. You can actually basically try to seed the giant with growing things, which in many ways means taking the earth back from its form.
I was wondering, is Skava in the spirit form now, and does she sense things around? I was wondering if she can sense.
She is not in the spirit world. No.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay. There has to be some soil, both on the feet and on the hands.
Yeah, exactly where it's just under where the hand is touching. It's right there on the ground.
Here, I would like something above or something that stick to it when it came down with its fist.
That's
moved through the
as well. Yes.
Moved through the plane. So how much power can I use?
Well, you can throw in as much as you want, but but above 4 points, well, let's see. I'm trying to think of the equivalent for spells that grade up with the amount of power used. They usually tap out at 6 points in terms of their effect, and then points above that are used to break through the resistance. And in this case, it is quite interesting. There is no power-based resistance. So that is
Thanks for telling me.
Yeah. That actually isn't the problem. sort of expecting for some power-based pushback, and there isn't any.